Well, hi everybody. Good morning to you. Yeah, and I thank STS and my special friend Rakesh Khatri to encourage me to be a part of this event. I can see my bright students, the flowering uh, fruits of our future, which I was once upon a time. As we are fading out, you are the generation who's going to take up everything. Let me start with a brief introduction about mine. I have been a student of St. Thomas's School, Mandirmarg. That's the old one. And yes, I need a, please. The moment I came to know about it, I became quite nostalgic because as one of our friends was saying, they shared about it, that Meeta was telling about it, that how she started with her economic teacher telling her that she must continue with acting and all. Same happened with me, my principal, Mrs. Jacob of Mandirmarg School. I remember when I was passing out, she specially called my father and she said, your daughter is a very bright student and I would like her to continue with this profession, vis-a-vis as a hobby or as a profession, but please don't see that it doesn't fade out. So that was the encouragement that I got, and I am here standing right in front of you with, of course, Almighty's grace. Today's subject, as they say, development without destruction. I thought about it और मैंने अपने आप को सोचा कि इसको भी मैं थोड़ा सा interesting बना सकूं. So I took up environment and fabric because being a costume designer and an actor, I thought I'll be able to share within a limited time that is there. Environment. This is the environment. It's not only external, it's internal. External may, we also know that what is environment, you know. We have the aquatic environment, which is the seas, rivers and all. And then we have the land environment, which is the land, the soil. मेरे लिए सबसे ज़्यादा very important is environment, external and internal. That is the human environment, Britta. These are especially for my students that we are supposed to carry within ourselves. And this only we'll get when once we see the external environment, when we see beautiful trees, beautiful flowers, beautiful animals, and we are able to relate from love, the touch, which is very important from that point of view, and that energy. Environment, I'm sure all students will agree that it is energy. Whatever we talk of, it's basically a scientific energy which is around us. For any kind of development that we come across, this awareness has to be there. When I talk of fabric, what is fabric? For me, fabric starts from a human body. You will be, I'm sure that you are frowning or a question in your mind, what does mean by human body? For me, fabric is the skin, which is covered everything. So the skin, when we value our skin, we give a definition to ourselves as a human body. We are able to understand the fabric which is externally made or by nature. The friendly fabric externally is cotton, linen, which we are all know about. Certainly to a certain matter, silk which is there. Rest goes through the industry. And then we create the poly, which we are. Or it's a misfortune that these days our tastes have gone more for the poly things because they are easy, affordable, cheap, where we can, you know, wear it twice or thrice, throw it. Cotton's ka, it needs maintenance, which we run away from, to be honest, because everything for me, my dear students, my teachers, my parents and all, let me tell you one thing, that we are in a place, in a situation which has become all fast food. जो हम कहते हैं नींव, the foundation we are trying to miss out that. We want everything to just speed up way. We were just talking to Tanish about it and his ideas about how it is. And Meeta and myself, we were talking. We are from a generation, I will not shy away, which I value, I'm very content with, that we have started from zero. You know, there was no online things, nothing. We had to go to the schools, go to the libraries, sit there for hours together trying. Abhi kya ho gaya? Everything is online, which is fast. I'm not discouraging thing, but I'm trying to tell how to get, like a mother is pregnant for 9 months. She exactly knows the day she conceives and how she goes around after that. For 9 months is a period for her. Same I call the foundation. I would request all the students, though everything is available to us right on, you have to touch a button and you get all the things. But I would request you that go back. Try finding the meaning. What is a polythene? Instead of just visually seeing it, I went through. When I had to come and speak about it, I really went through and I tried to know, oh God, it's scary. It's really scary when we are using so much of polythene. Can you imagine if it's a waste, any garment we wear, 1% of the garment is recycled. Rest is all waste. We go to the hills, we go to the green gas over there. So a polythene under the earth, believe you me, takes 200 years to break. Whereas cotton, linen and all takes few weeks and maybe months, not more than that. You try to understand 200 years. Under the soil, the gases, the green gas that is there, it goes to the ocean, it goes to the lake, and it also goes to the soil. That's why so many diseases that are coming up, Every now and then we think about the cancer coming and the heart attacks coming. That's because the kind of food intake. Why wasn't our parents or grandparents having so much bigger a number, though? I can understand you'll say the population, ma'am, it's the main thing. But nay, it is internally in ourselves. Question yourself. Aren't you very fond of chips, Lays and all these? Tell me honestly. Or do you prefer the homemade chips what the mothers and the nannies make? No. हम लोगों को वो ज़्यादा नज़र आता है because I feel I'm running away from these things because this is all plastic. This is here we start when we talk of the development and the destruction starts from here. Why aren't we going for the organic stuffs? Which used to be there. The manure used to be a real manure, I still remember my Amritsar house. We used to have a big pothole and all the waste of the house used to go there. And the manure used to be coming, the malis, whoever, the gardeners used to come and use it over. Abhi wo nahi hai. We are going in for the ready-made stuff. We don't know what assets, what has been thrown into it to make it, quicker and faster. But we are using it for our plants, everything. That's why I normally see that quite often I am also a very nature-loving person. When I do I get the manure from outside and give it to the plants, I see they are not flourishing. So somebody tells me, no, you should make a homemade one or, give little thought to it, do it. And if I do it, this person is standing in front of you and talking about it. I have gone through it when I did it with myself, with my mind in it, with my honesty in it, and the fruits were lovely. So all of you sitting in front of me, promise me that everything what you are going to be doing is going to be full of honesty to create a better world. India, of course, is the priority, but unless this awareness comes around the world, this will not change. I will give you an example which shocked me. One jeans, the cotton and the way it's dyed, it goes to the machine industry and all is made. It uses around 7,500 to 1,000 gallon of water. And it is basically one human being's water drinking for 10 years. So imagine a pair of jeans takes that much time. Whenever I've gone through my fabric, I've always related to the God's gift body. How would it react to me? I have always shied away from using synthetic poly. I've always, I don't remember in my life have I ever used poly. And even in my designing, when I recreate a thing, I dig the soil of that character and I try to put on the clothes or the layerings, what we tell, on that character, which is very important for all of you generation to come across and build up such thoughts where, believe you me, ये मैं हवा में नहीं कह रही, मैं अपने तजुर्बे के साथ कह रही हूँ, you will find fantastic results in it. Sometimes we do get into a situation where we don't have the time, because I can imagine when you're sitting for the exams, they're all phatapat answer karna and all that kind of a thing, and we rush about it. Even keeping that in point of view, we must be aware of being honest. That is very important. Even if you know that it's not getting the marks, it's very important. आजकल हमारे माँ बाप कह देते हैं कि why only 80%, why not a 99%? But as a person, when you're attempting a question or you're attempting an activity, whatever, you have to see the kind of honesty that you're putting into it. I have missed out certain questions in my answer paper because I wanted to be sure with myself, ki, Dolly, whatever answer you're giving, are you believing at that each and every single word, which is very important. So for development, for environment, that's very important. And environment, this is an environment which has been created where I'm able to use these words. I didn't know it's going to be this environment, but when I'm put into it, I'm trying to be honest in whatever I'm sharing. Okay? So for me, environment is external and internal, which is very, very important. Internal environment, until this beta, whatever subjects you're doing, whatever studies you're there, you have to dig inside you and try to get the right answers for it. Everybody likes fabric. I've always loved my profession, and being an actor also from National School of Drama. I'm a gold medalist in acting from National School of Drama. But when I came out, things, Meeta would agree to it, during our times, things were a little tougher, You wanted to be independent. You didn't want to depend on your parents. So there, NST taught us how to have your other focuses, which I thought my guru teacher, Mr. Ibrahim Al-Qazi, had told me that, Dolly, Lavo, you have the focus for costumes, like you have the color sense and everything. Concentrate on that. I've got no training in costume designing. This is what I'm trying to tell you. This is internally, I digged and digged and digged and put the right kind of manure to see myself what the results are going to be. And that is how I achieved into that. And it's been a lovely journey as regards costume designing is concerned, because here I'm giving birth to each and every character in the film. I live vis-a-vis it's Dolly Arora in Vicky Donor, or as costume designer, Dolly Mishra in Omkara. I dig myself because it's a benefit, I'm an actor. So I try to relate myself into it and try to give that line, that shape, that texture, which is very important. So far, I'm very grateful to Almighty. Whatever was in my thought, I've been able to achieve it. I'm very content. Uh, I've always tried to be very honest throughout my life. And in case, I always apologize if I have been certainly rude to certain people or frowned at them and all. I apologize for that, which is the environment within me which I'm trying to create, and I'm able to pass on with few words to every person who comes in my life's journey. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for bringing me over here. Thank you so much to my dear friend Rakesh, for whom I am here, because he really told me that Dolly, be a part of it. And thank you all for your presence over here, which has enriched me over here. I can see the eye connection which is coming through all of my young students and my other teachers over here with smiles and all. Life is a smile. So let's all smile and let's clap for everybody. That's it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And God bless you. God bless you. Thank you.